Mole.
Hi, I'm David Smith and this is Valley Mole, the show that digs in and around Silicon Valley, searching for insights into technology news stories, the patent wars, and the business of startups. And the story today comes from Eric Schmidt of Google, the chairman of Google, who said that Steve Jobs is likely the best CEO in the last 100 years. So is Steve Jobs the greatest CEO of all time? We're going to put Steve Jobs head to head against one of his contemporaries and another claimer of the throne, Bill Gates. So who wins in a head-to-head matchup between Steve Jobs and Bill Gates? Who's the greatest CEO of all time? Ladies and gentlemen, this 12-round contest between and introducing to you in the red corner, Steve Jobs, born in 1955 and hailing from Cupertino, California, with a record of 0-1. Jobs' only track record before this contest was when he threw in the towel after one semester attending Reed College in Portland. In the blue corner is Bill Gates, also born in 1955 and hailing from Seattle, Washington. Gates comes into this fight with an identical 0-1 track record, having thrown in the towel and dropped out of Harvard College. Let's hope these two combatants improve their records in the coming rounds. Round 1. Jobs comes out swinging. His release of the Apple II revolutionizes the personal computer and propels Apple to the leadership position in this emerging market. Gates is basically still tinkering around, assembling his cornermen at this point. Round 1 goes to Jobs. Round 2 starts out in the same fashion. Jobs releases the Macintosh and the graphical user interface. With the mouse, revolutionizes popular personal computing once again. Gates is gathering his strength and working on MS-DOS and developer programming languages. But Gates is getting more engaged in the fight as the round wears on. Round 2 is another one for Steve Jobs. Round 3 is different. Momentum has started to swing to Gates. MS-DOS is becoming adopted as the standard, and Gates' outmaneuvering of IBM has put him in a great position in this industry. Third round goes to Bill Gates. The fourth round also goes to Gates as he becomes the first PC billionaire. Jobs leaves Apple as the company loses momentum and stumbles in the face of the awesome power of DOS, IBM, and the burgeoning PC clone industry. The fifth round sees Microsoft Office dominate the desktop, generating big bucks for Bill Gates and pushing Microsoft into an unassailable position in the PC software industry. 5 goes to Gates. Round 6 is more of the same. Windows 95 is released and cuts right into the heart of Apple's marketplace with its own GUI and mouse controls. 6 is another round to the man from Seattle, and Bill Gates is now the world's richest man. Jobs starts to show some movement in round 7. Jobs is now back at the helm of Apple, but the company appears dead on its feet. Microsoft's stock price and the market capitalization of Microsoft is through the roof. But Apple is almost out of business, and this contest is seemingly over. But wait, Gates is not going in for the kill. He's actually helping Apple to his feet, investing huge chunks of Microsoft cash into the company and breathing new life into this shell of a company, Apple Computer. Round 7 goes to Gates, as this contest sees a bizarre twist. Jobs organizes his team, launches the iPod, and revolutionizes the music distribution business. By round 8, Jobs is back in the game. This is a round to Steve Jobs. Jobs turns his attention to Pixar in round 9. Pixar revolutionizes the animated video production business, creates blockbuster hits, huge profits, and Jobs turns his $10 million investment into a $7 billion acquisition by Disney. Clear round to Jobs in round 9. Round 10, and the momentum is all with Jobs at this point. He launches the iPhone and almost immediately starts to dominate the huge and profitable smartphone industry. Another round to Jobs as Gates looks like he's preparing to throw in the towel. The iPhone of round 10 is followed by the iPad of round 11, and Jobs once again creates a new category of product that customers want to buy in their millions. Gates has packed his bags and is heading overseas. Meanwhile, Microsoft's position starts to erode, and its enthusiasm seems to have waned. Round 11 is a clear win for Jobs. As we enter the 12th and final round, Apple becomes the most valuable company in the United States, way surpassing the value of Microsoft. Apple is dominating the smartphone sector, the tablet sector, and much of the PC sector, as well as controlling the distribution of music and applications online. The 12th and final round has to go to Steve Jobs. After reviewing the scorecards of the judges, it's a unanimous points win for Steve Jobs. Jobs wins 7 rounds to 5. So as you can see, our unanimous scorecard makes Steve Jobs the winner. You may argue that Bill Gates' philanthropy, the amount of money he's investing in trying to cure the world of diseases and so on, will give him some extra points. But this contest is about driving a business towards success. And Steve Jobs wins hands down. If Gates comes back and resurrects Microsoft and then does it again with another company like Pixar, maybe he can try to topple Steve Jobs. But currently, Steve Jobs is the greatest. Like Muhammad Ali, Jobs is a showman. Gates, maybe he's one of the best, maybe he's a George Foreman. But when it comes to the greatest CEO of all time, Steve Jobs hands down. We'd like to thank the sponsors of Valley Mole. Tynax, the full-service patent broker, operating the world's largest technology trading exchange. Silicon Valley Business School, the unique online resource for students and teachers of entrepreneurship, high-tech law, and technology commercialization. And ValueMyPatent.com, the only place to go for rapid, realistic online patent appraisals.